so that our immune system will be able to sustain whatever is coming without having to, get a shot, so to say. I just think that we need to get prepared for it. We know that the natural herbs work. How do we know? Because they told us so. They told us when they did not have a cocktail. How much of each did he say to take each day? You follow the instructions on the capsules on the bottle. So if it says, let me play it again. Hold on. Yeah, we know it works because when they didn't have a cocktail, they had to send us there to the natural herbs from God. So yeah, it worked.
Detoxification protocol was published in the U.S. medical literature that gives people a chance to take this whole issue into their own hands.
Let me see what my
and
bottle
use
says.
Natural substances to begin to help the body clear this very dangerous protein from its cells and tissues. And it involves 3 natural substances that are available over the counter at any type of online retailer or the natural food store or pharmacy. And they are nattokinase, which is an enzyme that's derived from the fermentation of soy, bromelain, which is a set of enzymes derived from the stems of pineapple. By the way, bromelain is a U.S. FDA-approved drug as a topical treatment for wounds. And then the third is curcumin, derived from turmeric. The doses of nattokinase are 2,000 units twice a day, bromelain 500 milligrams a day, and curcumin 500 milligrams 3 times a day.
I
The
need to increase
duration
that.
in this publication, and I'm the first author, so I'm the one to bring this forward, is at least 3 months. I think for people who take the multiple shots, 12 months or more.
But I take this every day.
Yesterday was a historic day.
Every night.
As the very first detoxification
And
protocol was published
I don't even
in the
remember
US medical
why
literature that gives people
I started
a chance
taking
to
it.
take this whole issue into their
But
own hands.
that's one of my every night. So thank God I'm already ahead of the game because I already had a problem. I think, and I probably need to. Am I spinning? Can y'all hear me? Okay, now, yeah, we have to be consistent. Can y'all hear me now? Give me a 1. It was showing that I was froze. Can y'all hear me? Hold on. Can y'all hear me now? Okay. Yeah, so let me say this before I get back here. We got to be consistent. I mean, we have to incorporate these natural herbs as if it's like getting our nails done every month, though, or however you do, or getting your hair, or buying weave, or the extra. We have to start incorporating and being consistent, not just when I feel a particular way. Build the problem is we don't build our immune system. We are not consistent with that. 75%, and I'm speaking on African Americans, don't even take vitamins daily. That trips me out. When I ask my mom, Mama, you don't ever take a vitamin? I'm like, no. I was like, well, you used to force the little Flintstone vitamins down my mouth every day. I mean, so when do we stop taking vitamins? Yeah, we got to do better, y'all. They are trying to take us out. I mean, I don't. Okay, so after this one, I'm gonna do an upload about an experiment. They have been trying to take us out for years. Yeah. Okay, let's go. I can go on and on and on about some of the stuff I'm learning now. Build your immune system so that you don't have to get some made up cocktail that we are now finding out that they are putting. Oh man, I got another one. I'll play it later when I do the intentional, where one of the chemists or doctors or whatever he is admitted to putting. I gotta play it, y'all. I'm sorry, I'm going off, but I gotta play it now so that I won't forget because I have forgot all about it. And he's talking about the original AIDS virus, while we was talking about the monkeys that got loose in Mississippi, one carrying, each one of them carrying a disease. Why y'all? Why what? And why were y'all moving them? Yeah, I'm still not buying that. But as that was happening, one of the doctors came out and talked about uh injecting it. Hold on, I'm gonna let y'all hear it yourself. Let me find it. Yeah.
And then you can pop in. Yeah. You mentioned actively spreading AIDS. There was a unit in from Simon that one of the things was that we went into African countries. And how was that done exactly? Through inoculation. Through vaccines? Yeah, through vaccines. Pretending to inoculate people and that type of thing. The idea being to kill black people? Yeah, to eradicate black people. You must understand the concept was that AIDS was a killer. It was incurable at that point in time, so it was led to believe that if you infected people, it was the quick, non-militaristic approach to eliminate black people. And that is something you know for a fact that.
Are y'all listening with y'all good ear?
Was actively being spread to.
Did y'all hear that with y'all good ear? Oh, where did it go? Where did it go? Did it just drop on his eye? What in the world? Get back here. Get back here. Did y'all hear that? Where did it go? For the ones who didn't hear.
And then you can pop in. Yeah. You mentioned actively spreading AIDS. There was a unit in from Simon that one of the things was that we went into African countries.
Whistleblower.
And how was that done exactly? Through inoculation.
It says whistleblower Alexander Jones is a former member of a group called SAIMR, who covertly use vaccines to infect black people throughout Africa for public health.
To eliminate black people. And that is something you know for a fact that AIDS was actively being spread to other countries? Yes. To African countries. And then you can pop in. Yeah. You mentioned actively.
So I'm saying only this. Build your immune system so that you don't have to get injected. And we have to stop believing everything that they say. And even when they act like they're getting, oh, look, I'm getting it too. No, I don't believe it. I believe what they're getting is saline. That's my opinion. That's just my opinion. Okay, let's go.
Do standardized tests, because even when you homeschool, you have to do standardized tests. I'm going to be like, just get like a 70%. We don't want any government
Yeah.
tracker sent on us. Anyways, I want to
Don't
jump
let them
back
see how
into
smart
the
your
Turning
kids
Point
are.
USA story and tell you guys something that's been bothering me about Rob McCoy. Stick on him. Other than the fact that he lies and he proclaims to be a pastor, is the fact that less than 36 hours after Charlie died, less than 36 hours, exact time, at 10:34 p.m. Eastern on September 11th, the Turning Point USA Wikipedia received a rather interesting update. Pastor Rob McCoy, who had previously never been featured on their Wikipedia page, somehow got his own heading. Just amazing. Let's check out that fresh entry now.
Three.
All of this was planned. Premeditated replacement.
It reads, Rob McCoy and Charlie Kirk founded Turning Point USA Faith, TPUS Faith, together. Along with being a Pentecostal pastor in the Calvary Chapel Association, McCoy is the co-chairman of TPUS Faith. Aligned with the Christian right, McCoy inspired Kirk to amalgamate Christianity and social
Rewriting
conservatism.
history.
During the COVID-19 pandemic, McCoy was known for
Altering
speaking
the
out against
facts.
prohibitions on the holding of in-person church services. Now, the hardest part of being me is that I came up through Turning Point USA, so I just know these lies so quickly, okay? No,
Right.
Rob McCoy was not the person who inspired Turning Point USA Faith. Actually, if anybody could be credited with that, that was like way back in the day at Liberty University, actually. Those pastors, those conversations, I was there for that. We should do like a faith division, whatever it is. He didn't inspire it. And what's so interesting about that entry is that when you then click it, this is how you know this is absurd. When you click the actual notations that are there, when it says he's the co-founder, what are you talking about? Since when is he the co-founder? And it also says that he was the chairman. When you click it, that article, which they pretend is a note, hit the 54, Skylar, not 55, okay? That's from November 24th, 2024. That's the justification for saying he was a founder. Nowhere in that article does it say that he's a founder or the chairman. Nowhere. They just put a fake article, a real article that never said this. And they're like, oh, now it's sourced. It's here forever because nobody ever does their homework. And we're Wikipedia. So you can't question this, obviously. And then you can see the second citations that are used. September, the dates of them, September 10th, September 2025. So it's brand spanking new, you guys. Still has tags on it. Less than 36 hours later. Now, you might be thinking, trying to justify that, as I was, you might be rationally wondering, well, look, there was a lot of interest in Turning Point USA following this assassination. Maybe there wasn't any mention of Turning Point Faith at all. And maybe what they did was afterwards, Wikipedia editors went in there and wanted to just break apart every part and speak about Turning Point USA and dedicate more thorough research to the various projects that Turning Point USA and Charlie Kirk were working on. So they included a new tab about Turning Point Faith. If you're wondering that, that's fair, but the answer to that musing is no. Actually, there already was a long-standing section on the Wikipedia website regarding Turning Point Faith on Wikipedia. In fact, that section is still available if you just scroll down. And it kind of conflicts with the new section that was added 36 hours later. It makes it clear that Charlie Kirk founded TPUSA Faith alone. Here it is in 2021. Charlie Kirk founded TPUSA Faith, an organization that says it is dedicated to recruit pastors and other church leaders to be active in local and national political issues. The organization promotes a culture war agenda and is intended to attract supporters among religious conservatives. Its activities include faith-based voter drives and educating members on TPUSA core values. Now, you can keep reading here. There's no mention of McCoy. So what this means practically is that when Charlie Kirk was alive, that is what the Wikipedia read. And then he died, and suddenly somebody in the world said, well, what about Rob McCoy? Let's add Rob McCoy, who is not known worldwide. Okay, this is even before the memorial event. So you could maybe go, oh, well, maybe once he hit the stage and said, I'm Charlie's pastor, somebody went in there and added it. I don't know, guys. My question is, who made that update? Who was rather instructed to make that update? Because I can tell you how it works for big companies. I was actually desperately looking for a text from Charlie because I know he told me that they, Turning Point USA's organization, had found a guy that could help clean up the Wikipedia pages, right? There are people that do this full time, and they're paid by bigger organizations to clean up their Wikipedia pages, because I remember, and I still have the messages when we first had our pages, which were made by Wikipedia editors, and they were horrific. They said terrible things about us. It was like, Candance is a racist, white nationalist, a crazy person who hates BLM, and she hates women, you know, the whole gamut that you're getting right now about me. And we were horrified when we looked at our Wikipedia pages. And then some time passed, and someone